Lucid dreaming is the most amazing thing the human mind can do. By many, it's considered the virtual reality of the mind. But how do you do it? By the end of today's video, you're going to learn the best lucid dreaming technique for beginners. So you've seen the videos and the websites. There are literally hundreds of lucid dreaming techniques. Tiled, mild, wake back to bed, the list goes on and on. But did you know that all of these techniques are virtually useless if you don't know the most important lucid dreaming technique? Everything in the universe of lucid dream training orbits around a single practice. This practice is so fundamental, so important, it's like a gigantic star that keeps your lucid dreaming practice together. So I've taught thousands of lucid dreaming students over the decades, and one thing I've noticed is those who master this one skill go on to become the best lucid dreamers. And the amazing thing is, it's not even a difficult technique. In fact, it's not a technique at all. It's a question. It is the question at the center of lucid dreaming. What is lucid dreaming? Well, in a nutshell, it's knowing the difference between dreams and reality. That's what distinguishes a lucid dreamer from a non-lucid dreamer. A lucid dreamer knows that they're dreaming while they're dreaming. So how do you discover if you're dreaming? Well, you simply ask the question, could this be a dream? And that is the question at the center of all lucid dream practice. But most people will go their entire lives never questioning whether this moment right now could be a dream. And if you never ask the question, you'll never get the answer. And the answer leads to lucid dreams. But just as important as asking the question is knowing when to question your reality. You lead a busy and important life. Your mind is jumping from one thing to the next, attending to the next issue or thought or problem in your life. When is the right time to question if you're dreaming? Well, it seems obvious that you need to ask that question when you are dreaming. But because our minds are shut down and working on autopilot in dreams, we can't do that directly. Instead, we need to train our waking minds to regularly ask the question. We want to make the question, could this be a dream, a habitual response, something you do often, because if it's something you do often, you will start to do it in your dreams. But there's a mistake that most beginners make, and that is to only question reality when they're already in a clear and lucid mind. That mindset is nothing like the mind we'll have in dreams, so instead we need to catch moments in waking life where our mind is distracted, confused, caught up, entangled, far from lucidity. We want to train the moments in waking life that are closest to non-lucid dreams. So that means a whole manner of different things. Non-lucid dreams are you just going through the motions. So you need to look for moments in your life where you are on autopilot, being in an argument, having strong emotions, busy doing a difficult complex task. The list goes on and on. It could even be something as simple as watching a video about lucid dreaming and getting caught up in the plot. Hold on a second. Have you questioned reality during this video? But we can go a step further and hack the dreaming mind. Every night your mind puts on a show, the world of dreams. So you've already got all the clues you need. What is it that you dream about? How are you distracted in your dreams? What is it that keeps you from realizing that you're dreaming? Those clues can be used when you're awake to trigger your moments of questioning, could this be a dream? For example, if you notice that a lot of your dreams are you feeling anxious, when you feel anxious in waking life and are caught up in that moment, stop and let it trigger the question. It's as simple as that. Your dreams are your ultimate lucid dreaming guide. They're telling you exactly how you're distracted in your dreams and exactly what you need to focus on and fix with the question, could this be a dream, in your waking life. But how do you answer the ultimate lucid dreaming question? So when you find yourself asking the question, could this be a dream? There are a few things you need to do. Firstly, you need to not assume the answer. Don't simply assume that you're awake. Make sure that you're asking with pure humility. What if I'm wrong? I think I'm awake, but I might be wrong. That's the best starting point. Then look around you, question the nature of your reality. Does everything make sense? Does your mind make sense? Can you remember how you got here? Really analyze, engage your critical thinking skills. Is anything off? Be ready to be surprised. But you can also use tests, what are known as reality tests or reality checks. And a simple one is to pinch your nose and to try to breathe through it. So here's what you do. First you breathe through your unpinched nose, see how that feels. Then you pinch your nose and try to breathe through it. If you're awake, you won't be able to, but if you're dreaming, it will feel exactly the same as breathing through your unpinched nose. But you can also use text and numbers to test whether you're dreaming. So find some written words or some numbers in your environment. A digital watch is a really good place to start. Look at them, look away, fill your mind with other thoughts, and then look back and be very, very critical. Does it remain exactly the same? If it doesn't, it's highly likely you're dreaming. This combination of practices and thinking will greatly increase your chances of a lucid dream. It is the core practice for lucid dreamers. Nothing else is more important. But it's just the tip of the iceberg. And if you want to expand your mind a little more, watch one of the videos on the screen right now. I'll see you there.